Welcome back, everyone. It's Matilda and Veronica here, and today I'll be teaching Veronica double leg lower lift. Let's get you into your scissors position. Right, so you would have just finished your scissors. So all you're going to do is you're going to take both legs up towards the ceiling, interlock your fingers at the base of your skull, get your girdle nicely connected so you're flexing both your girdles inwardly, not aggressively. And then she's just going to inhale, keep the curl of the tail, you're opening the hip joint, exhale to invite the legs back up. So as she inhales, nice, right? So a little softer through the knees, draw the legs. So you want to imagine you're actually pulling the legs up to your T12, let's say. So you want flexion of the spine throughout. So you don't want the lumbar to go into extension, you want the hips to go into extension. So if you can even imagine, you guys, that you're actually trying to create flexion in the psoas along the lumbar as you open the hip joint, that's a pretty cool way of thinking about it, yeah?
Totally.
This is a super hard exercise for a lot of people to do, especially if you live a little bit more in the lordotic state, which I do. There's a lot of modifications that we can do. One, let's start with the wedge.
Sure.
Yeah. The reason you're going to wedge a lordotic person, you want to come up a little
Or
higher?
even someone who doesn't know how to open up their hip joint.
Correct,
They
yes.
just don't believe
Yeah.
that their leg can move independently of their socket, so they just want to move the whole back
Yeah.
to do it.
Okay.
Anyways, yes.
Right,
here.
you can still keep your hands here. So the wedge is basically, it's kind of like, you know, if you were propping like a little wedge under your tire so it doesn't roll away, right? So that's what you're using the wedge for, is that the pelvis can actually maintain the flexion of the lumbar so that the hip joint learns how to do the work, right?
Yeah.
So she's going to inhale, same idea, and then exhale first if you can. The exhale first creates a whole, you know, idea of the flexing of the torso, the flexing of the lumbar, or the psoas, to keep the lumbar flexing to invite the legs back in. Yeah. Right? If you don't have a wedge, you can even put your hands under there. Have you tried that?
Yeah, I do it a
So you
lot,
can even
yeah.
just cup the hands under there. Yeah, you're not holding the base of the skull, but that's okay because you can still almost feel like you can sit in your shoulder girdle a little bit more. The hands become your wedge.
Yeah, I mean, you could even lessen the lever.
Absolutely,
Right? So at
yeah.
any point, you can just
Yeah.
lessen the lever, drop your heels, just move your femurs.
Yeah. Toe dips.
Toe
right?
dips,
You know, in the
yeah.
beginning, like one of the fundamentals is just like,
Yeah, just toe dips.
toe dips.
Exactly.
So you're doing both. It's a little more challenging. You're in a flexion. TheraBand. So all a TheraBand does, right, is it's
Kind of
kind of
replaces
like
your hip
it
flexors.
replaces your hip flexors, and it's kind of a little different than a spring on the tower, right? Here she is. So you're just gonna, same idea. She's gonna inhale, and you can just imagine, right? Psoas. This is the psoas right here that's
love that
being
image.
stretched, but still maintaining its place. When the lumbar goes into flexion, the psoas wouldn't actually anchor T12 down. That's kind of what her hands are doing.
Yeah.
Right? They're kind of like the T12 anchoring the top of the psoas down so that the rest of the fibers can start to extend the hip, including the iliacus.
So
for
this is
sure.
like, I completely agree with that. That's why I don't like people doing this. Like, I'm like, that doesn't
Okay.
really mimic your
No.
psoas. Plus, you want the tension on the band.
Yes.
So if you're going to anchor this down, like you say,
Yeah.
my hands don't move.
Yeah, no.
If it makes your bicep work a little bit, that's
Yeah,
good.
absolutely. That's good thought there. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, and you would normally just do 5, not like
Yeah.
100 like we just did. But, and if you have none of those things, I would just say another one is, you know, legs straight or slightly bent. Just do one leg at a time. So
Sure.
you can challenge your flexion
Yeah.
against the movement of a lever, not as long as both legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Oh my gosh, that's an ab workout. Okay, guys, so we will see you at our next video. Please comment below if you have any questions, and like and subscribe. See you later.
Bye.